Now let's move from the profile pages to our index page. And we want to build a kind of splash page, a basic template for users who are unauthenticated or maybe visiting our site for the first time. And the splash page will have this basic appearance. So in our code editor, let's head over to the index page. And we don't need the index component to be a stateful component, so we can just say const indexed. And here we just need to check whether our user is authenticated or not. So first, from props, we need to destructure classes to use our different styles, as well as auth, which we're getting from auth initial props. And we can put everything within a set of main tags. So this will have a class name of classes.root. And then we want a ternary, where we'll check auth.user, and if we have auth.user.id, if we have a user that has an ID, we're going to display the auth user page. And for now, let's just have a div with that text content. But we're going to move on to creating the splash page for unauthenticated users. And we'll start with a grid component, which will have some flexbox props. So to align everything within this grid in both directions, on the X and Y axes, we're going to say justify center, align items center. We can also set the flex direction. We can set that to row. This will have a keyword of container and a class name of classes.heroContent. Then we'll have a typography component. The tags will be h1, the variant h2. You can align it to the center. The color will be, actually let's just remove the color. We'll leave it as black by default and give it a gutter bottom keyword. So for the text, we're just going to say this is a better social network, or whatever you'd like to title it as. Then underneath we'll have a kind of description for our site. So we'll use another typography component. The variant will be h6, line center, and we'll make the color text secondary to gray it out a bit. So since we're making this text secondary, we might as well just make this text primary. It'll be black regardless. And our component will be a paragraph. And then within this, we'll just use some lorem ipsum text. And underneath, we'll have a button component. And the class will be classes.fabButton. The variant will be extended fab, so it's going to be a kind of rounded button, elongated but rounded button. The color will be primary. And then when we click on this button, we're going to want to go to the sign up page, direct our new users to the sign up page. So we'll add an on-click, and we're going to imperatively direct them there using router.push. It's an inline arrow function to /signup, and we'll include the text get started. So up at the top we'll bring in the router, and we'll make sure to uncomment all of our components. So let's hit save and take a look. So for now, this is what unauthenticated users will see. If we sign up, of course, we'll just see the text auth user page.